You're looking at the A-team, the Atomic Kid and the Frog, known as the A-team, for their match here against Rivera and Myers, a duration match on All-Star Wrestling. I'd like to also remind you once again that next week, right here on All-Star Wrestling, next week we'll have the World Championship, the UWA World Championship match. And that, of course, will be the match between Flowers and Rick Davis, and it'll be right here on All-Star Wrestling. Don't want you to forget that. Also want to remind you that we'll be videotaping All-Star Wrestling again here in the studios at BCTV in Burnaby, British Columbia, on July 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. That's July 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th. That's a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday night. The admission is free. Just come on down, first come, first serve, at the door, 8 o'clock. BCTV in Burnaby, British Columbia, July 6, 7, 8, and 9. Well, we'd love to see you come out for that one. Here's the Frog taking on Rivera, the Ripper Rivera, Terry the Ripper. And you look at these guys, the Frog, don't know the weight or size of this guy, but it's very obvious that he's nowhere near the size of Ripper Rivera. But nonetheless, has no problem geeking it into the ring. And guy, the Frog, knows his way around the ring. We've watched the A-team before, and as we've said, what they don't have in terms of size, they certainly have got. In terms of flexibility, look at them go, double teaming. And Myers comes into the ring. Gets the Atomic Kid off Rivera. Can you imagine Jonathan Sayers, and now he's got... I just cannot believe that Bundy bought for $10,000 on a check from Neil Drummond. Can you believe that? I wouldn't take a check from Neil Drummond on anything. And, of course, Bundy says, I've got it right back there in the dressing room. I hope it's worth the paper it's printed on, but mind you, I imagine if it's not, there's a guy by the name of Drummond who's going to be a long ways out of town very shortly. The Atomic Kid going to work on Sonny Myers, and boy, does he ever. Now, Myers is 220 pounds, 6'2", so he's no little guy. And the Frog now. Froggy and the Atomic Kid into the ropes. Back the other way. Nice move by the Frog. Gain. Gets that arm out there, drags Sonny and Myers down. And the fans, Myers complaining about his hair being pulled. The fans are having no part of that. Now into the corner. Looked like Myers was going to lean up there and try and grab that mask off. No, he's just going to settle for giving him a chop right in the neck. One to the back. The rabbit punch to the back of the neck from Myers. Myers into the turnbuckle. I can tell you, I'm really beginning to wonder what's happening with King Kong J.R. Bundy now being part of the Neil Drummond team. And, of course, Big John Tenta is in town. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Tenta. Tenta is going to have a match as well next week, I understand. And the Frog hanging on to Myers. Myers gets up anyway. And Myers getting that finger right in the eyes. Myers is good at that. Distracts Suzie Tanner by saying his hair was getting pulled. Now we've got Rivera into the ring. Terry the Ripper Rivera. Gets an elbow out to the Frog. Picking him up. Gets the tag off to bring Myers into the ring. Look at Myers. Myers holding that neck on the ropes. That'll slow him down a little. Now the Frog getting up slowly. This, of course, is a duration match, and the wrestlers know it. There's not a lot of time to get things going. You've got to get out there and go your best lick right off the top. And Myers gets pulled off by the Atomic Kid. Snuck right by Suzie Tanner. Back into the corner. The tag again brings in Rivera. And, of course, you can see Myers hanging on to Froggy, waiting for Rivera. Turns him around. And again, a couple of hard smashes from Rivera. But look at Froggy come off those ropes. Gets that drop kick in there. And now the Atomic Kid just plain kicks. Into the corner. Coming off the ropes. Watch him. There's the Atomic Kid. Goes for two. Gets a 2 count on Rivera. Across the ring the other way again. The Atomic Kid getting right up there, getting that elbow in. The agility of this A-team is incredible. They are not big guys. Certainly not by wrestling standard, but boy, are they fast. And Myers comes into the ring and gets kicked right back out. Just about onto the TV camera. Myers was into the ring and out of the ring off. Oh, and Rivera gets it from both sides. That's it. Referee Suzie Tanner says that is all over, and the A-team come down with another victory. The A-team, the Atomic Kid and Froggy. We'll go to ringside, have a word with them. Well, you know, we've talked about this A-team for a while, and one of the comments that we've been making about these guys is that, frankly, they're not your normal size wrestlers, but size isn't exactly everything. That's another victory. I don't think I've seen the A-team lose a match.
Well, we haven't lost any yet, Ed. I'm a little tired right now. Talk to my friend Dale Houston. He's got a few words to say.
Dale Houston wants to have a few words. Okay, come on over here, Dale. What?
Thank you, guys.
You've got a. I don't know what's happening here, but you wanted to have a word.
Well, yeah, Carl. You know, I've been coming out here now. I've been coming out here for about 4 months, and you know, this thing about these rule breakers. You're always talking about these rules around here. You have these guys that come out here, and it seems like you wrestle Flowers, you wrestle Bundy, you wrestle Gorky. You know, like there's no rule book at all in this organization.
I agree with you.
You know, and I mean, you bring a guy in from the UWA, and here you come, you know. I mean, you got these managers running around. He's supposed to be doing something about this. You know, that's why we brought this man into this organization. And I mean, you know, every time you get up here and you try to wrestle one of these guys, you don't get no break, no whatsoever, none.
I know what you've been talking about, but I'll be frankly honest with you, I don't even know where the special rep from the UWA is. He's not even here today, I hate to say.
Well, see, this is what I'm saying. You know, they need to have somebody here all the time. The commission needs to get together. They need to get this sorted out because of the simple fact, I mean, you're out here to wrestle. You're not out here to play all these dirty tricks like recipes. Yeah, what is he doing
exactly what goes on? What's who doing out here? Uh-oh. Well, this would be an example of what he's talking about.
Midgets. Back to St. Joe, Missouri, midgets. Let's get something straight. The Canadian Comet. Who do you think you are, Tenta? Who do you think you are? You're living on past morals, Jack. Past achievements. That don't count now. The future's now, Jack. You're face to face, but you ain't got enough guts to come out here and make any kind of challenge or any kind of insinuations about anything or anybody, because you're the coward, the gutless wonder that you are.
Maybe he's just a nice guy.
Nice guys finish last, Leo DeRocha, baby. Everybody knows that.
I just thought he might be a nice guy and didn't want to have a comment like that. Maybe he didn't want to talk to Jonathan Sayer. I don't know.
Everybody wants to talk to me, Ed Carl. You know that. You know that. Everybody back here knows that. The toast of the coast, gentleman Jonathan Sayers. A legend out here.
In his own
wrestled for years. Ed Carl, will you just keep your mouth shut and...
The Canadian champion, Jonathan Sayers. Don't forget that.
Don't say that.
Wait a second. He was robbed of the title by that psychopathic mental case with no wrestling license, Bruiser Costa. I was there. I saw what happened, and I'm not a moron like the rest of these low-life Canadians.
I can think of a title for Sayers, but it isn't the Canadian champion.
Hey, you know that he defended that title with honor and grace like no other Canadian man. And you know, Tenta, that you're a low-life Canadian yourself, and you will.
Part of all of this is we're running out of time, but we're back next week on All-Star Wrestling, everybody. We'll be looking for you then. Bye-bye for now.